lovely to see you all again, and I hope you've been having fun being back in school with all your friends and now that we're starting to get back into church. So I'm telling you the next story in our Bible series, but I thought first we'll have a game. What do you think? Good idea? So what I want you to do, in a minute we're going to pause the video and I want you to go and find something for every colour of the rainbow. So something red, something orange, something yellow, something green, something blue, I need to borrow your fingers, something indigo and something violet. Are you ready? Set, go! So how did you do, Giants? Did you manage to find something for every colour of the rainbow? Well, look at you. You certainly look like a rainbow, don't you? Take that out your mouth. So can you work out why I asked you to find everything for the colours of the rainbow? That's right, it's for today's story, and it's one of my favourite stories. And in our Bible storybook, it's called The Floating Zoo. So last week, Sally told us about the story of Adam and Eve and the creation of the world. Now we've moved on a little bit further. Today we're going to learn about a man who was just brilliant. He was really kind. He was looking after God's planet. He was following God's rules. And he was called Noah. But unfortunately, everybody else wasn't doing the same thing at the time. They were being mean, they were being selfish, they were sulking, they were whinging, they were whining all the time. And basically, they were just making a bit of a mess of things. So God decided, I need to do something about this. So he told Noah that he was going to flood the entire earth. And Noah was like, what's a flood? Didn't know what it meant. But God told him that he was going to make it rain. And he was going to make it rain and rain and rain until the entire earth was covered. Now, Noah was like, I'm a bit worried. What's going to happen to me and my family? But God said, don't worry, because you have been so good and you have followed all my rules, I am going to keep you and your family safe. But I need you to do something. So Noah said, okay, whatever. And God said, I need you to build a great big boat. And Noah was like, I've never built a boat. Have you built a boat? I wouldn't know where to start. But God told him exactly what he needed to do. He told him how big it needed to be, how tall it needed to be, where the walls went, where the doors went. He told him every single tiny detail. And even though Noah thought, that's a bit odd, but okay, God, that's what I'll do. So he built a great big boat. And it was enormous. It was much bigger than my boat here. So when he'd finished building the boat, God said, right, what I need you to do now is get your family on board and I need you to get pairs of every type of animal. Noah was like, every kind of animal? So he had lions and elephants and cats and dogs, monkeys. He even had spiders and rats. Every kind of animal was on that ark. Now, can you imagine? That must have been stinky. Yeah, stinky. Absolutely awful. And I really hope the animals didn't start fighting on there. The lions weren't chasing the rats. It would have been chaos on there. But God said, it's okay, I know what I'm doing. So Noah and his family got on, they closed the doors, and then it started to rain. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained until the entire earth was covered. There were no mountains to be seen. There were no trees to be seen. Every single thing on the earth had been washed away. All that was left was the ark with Noah and all the animals in his family. Now, they stayed on the ark for a really long time and it kept on raining. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and they waited, and they waited, and they waited some more. And they were all getting a bit, I think I'd be a bit fed up, wouldn't you? Being stuck inside an ark full of stinky animals. But eventually it stopped raining. So Noah had a look out the window. I'm like, oh, all I can see is water. Can't even see the mountaintops anymore. All there is water. And he looked again the next day, still water. And he looked again, still nothing but water. Until one day he sent out a little bird. Let's get our bird off the ark. There it is. He sent out a bird. And the bird flew off and it came back with a leaf. And he thought, oh well, that's good, because the earth must be beginning to dry up a little bit. And he sent out another bird another day, came back with a leaf, but they kept coming back because it wasn't dry enough to live on yet. But one day he sent out a bird and it didn't reappear. So Noah thought, well, God must be letting the water go down and it must be nearly dry enough for me to get out there. So they waited a little bit longer and then they could see some land. They all got off the boat. Noah and his family, all the animals left the ark. And God put something in the sky that day. A rainbow, just like you look like a rainbow. Did he stick you up there? He put a rainbow in the sky to remind them that he would always, always love them and care for them. And God does that for us still today. That's his promise. When we see a rainbow in the sky, that's his promise that he is always going to love and care for us. Have you ever been out with your grown-ups when you might have been a bit silly and you've gone to run into the road and your grown-up shouts, stop! Don't do that. They pull you back so you don't get hurt. Or you've gone to touch something hot and they say, stop! Don't do that. Or maybe you've gone to climb a tree that's too tall, or you've done something that they've had to shout at you and say, stop, don't do that. And sometimes you get a bit, oh, grown-ups. But sometimes they're doing it just to keep you safe. And that's because they love you. And God loves you even more than all the grown-ups in your world. He sent his son to earth to die on the cross for us, but it's because he loves us so very, very much. Now, can you remember that this week? Can you remember how much God loves you? Can you remember all the incredible things that he's done for you? And as you go around this week, can you look out for all the things that he made in the world? The animals, the plants, the trees, all the people, all the amazing, wonderful things that he created for us. And even though sometimes we make bad decisions, God still loves us. If we've accepted him into our heart, he will always, always love us, and he will always care for us, and he will keep us safe so that we can live with him forever. And that's what I want you to remember this week, that God loves you immeasurably more than you can ever imagine. So this week we've got some challenges for you to do, and they're on the website so your grown-ups can find them, and we would love for you to get involved. Can you show how you love God's creation, all his animals, all his plants and things, and all his people? Because we've got to always remember God's special rules about loving him and loving others. So that's what I want you to do this week. Try your very best to always make good decisions, to listen to what God's asking you to do, even when sometimes maybe everybody around you saying, oh, come on, let's do this, but you know it's wrong. You know it's not God's plan for you. It's not God's decision. And can you try, like Noah, to do what might seem to the rest of the world like the crazy thing to do, but actually it's the right thing to do. It's the good thing to do. And we can do all those things because we've got God living with us at all times. So go have a great week, Giants, and we will see you all very, very soon. See you later. I know, it's an awesome badge, that. What was it, Blue Peter? You sent something in? Fab. But shall we tell the Giants that we've got something even better? Yeah? So, Giants, I mentioned earlier that on the website there are some challenges that you can do at home. So get your grown-ups to log on, find the challenges on the website, and then you can do as many as you want in the week. But I've got something I want you to do. I want you to get your grown-ups to send photos in of you doing those challenges, and then you can earn yourselves a certificate, but more importantly, a Giants badge. Now, these are extremely rare. There's not many of them, but we will be awarding them one each week to whoever has done the most amazing challenges during the week. So get creative, get following all the challenges and all the activities, get your grown-ups to send your pictures in, and then we will be awarding, and it will be announced on our social media pages who has earned our Giants badge of the week. So I look forward to seeing what you get up to. See you all soon. Bye.
Hey Giants, have you heard what we're doing for Neon Night? Now, usually on October the 31st, we get together, we have a neon night party, and we be the light in the world, which is amazing. However, obviously, because of COVID, we can't do that at the moment. Boo. So, we're gonna do this instead. Check it out!
Join us this October 31st for the biggest, the loudest, and to be honest, the most epic live Christian kids show on planet Earth. The All-Stars Go Big Show! We will be broadcasting live from the UK with our hosts Pete and Joanna, with special appearances and music from Yancey, Jumpstart 3, Seeds Family Worship, Virtual Sunday School, The Lads, Funny Man Dan, Dan Warlow, and many more. If your church, club or school can't meet for a light party or an event this year, don't worry. Come along and join in with the All-Stars Go Big Show live on Saturday the 31st of October. And best of all, it's completely free. That's right! You can watch the live show on allstarsgo.com and on the free All-Stars Kids Club app, which is available in all app stores. And that's not all. You can also order copies of the brand new All-Stars Kids magazine to give away to kids in your school, church or club, and the magazine's link and tie in with the live show. So, stick it in your diary, order some magazines and be part of the biggest live Christian kids TV show ever. 6 p.m. UK time on Saturday the 31st of October. For loads more details and to order magazines, visit allstarskidsclub.com.
How good does that look? Amazing. I'm so excited. I hope you are too. So make sure you get your parents or your carers to book you in online. Then you can drive by church, pick up your very own party bag from the Giants leaders and have a neon party at your house. How exciting. Take care, Giants. See you soon.